Good evening. Welcome to the Vernon Township Supervisors meeting for April 7th, 2022. We'll start off with prayer and salute to the flag. Supervisor Snyder will lead us in prayer.
Bless us as we gather today for this meeting. Guide our minds and hearts so that we will work for the good of our community and help all your people. Teach us to be generous in our outlook, courageous in face of difficulty, and wise in our decisions.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Amy.
Smith.
Here.
Wagner.
Here.
Stone.
Here.
Maloney.
Here.
Snyder.
Here.
Citizen comment, but looks like seats are empty out there, so good thing we have Armstrong here to take care of us. Motion to approve the minutes for the Vernon Township Supervisors meeting March 3rd, 2022.
I'll make a motion.
Second. Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Motion to direct the treasurer to issue checks for the approved vouchers due for payment.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Motion to ratify payroll for the employees February 28th, 2022 through March 26th, and the supervisor's pay.
So moved. Second.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. No correspondence this evening? Okay, moving right along. Police report, Chief Detzel.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and good evening, everyone. Tonight, I'll give the report for the Vernon Township Police Department for the month of March 2022. We had a total number of calls for the month for service of 155, bringing our yearly total to date to 426. We had 18 motor vehicle accidents. We had 10 traffic stops for various violations of the traffic code. 7 citations were issued with 3 warnings. We had citizens assisted on 2 occasions, and we attended court over at the district court here with Judge Lincoln Zillhavers on 4 occasions, and they were all for criminal hearings. Traveled a total of 2,362 miles patrolling Vernon Township. And just a few things to mention for the month. Again, the weather's starting to get nice. We're getting some nice days. Please watch for the kids. School buses are doing pretty good. We're getting out as much as we possibly can. We've had some issues out on the western side of 322. The officers were out a couple different times. We made some stops. We'll try to get out a little more as the weather allows us to. And again, just folks, keep your cars locked at night. We're still having problems in some of the areas where people are still trying your car doors. If they can open them, they will. And with that, I just want to wish everybody from the police department to have a very nice holiday here with Easter coming up, and have a safe holiday. That's my report tonight.
Thank you, Chief. Any questions
Thank you.
for the Chief this evening? All right, next we have our road report, 11 Mayor Road.
Thank you, Chairman Maloney. Good evening, Supervisors. March was a busy month. Plowed and salted roads 9 days. The 3 freezing rainstorms on the 3rd, the 8th, and the 30th. Sprayed anti-skid 3 days. Checked roads 5 times. Cleaned up trees and limbs on Car Hill, Williams, West Vernon Road, and Van Horn roads. Cleaned plug pipes and ditches on Hager, Middle, North Watson Run, West Vernon, Bailey, South Watson Run, and Mullen Road. Did ditch cleaning on South Watson Run, West Vernon, Middle, and Van Horn roads. Buried plow scuffs at the intersections. Spread gravel, ran a road planer on all the gravel roads 4 days. Patched potholes. Sign repairs, repaired the pedestrian crossing signs at the roundabout, stop sign on Dean Avenue, a 35-mile-an-hour sign on Cotton Road, and the Moss Road sign was also repaired. Repaired low berms on Bailey, North Watson Run, Danoon, and Williams Roads. replaced the red light bulb at the Walmart traffic light, cleaned snow out Mead Avenue traffic light using the bucket truck. Repaired the Rish Park playground railing. Did some PennDOT agility boom mowing on Harmsburg Road for 2 days. On the equipment maintenance, truck 2, new wipers and repaired electric valve. Truck 15, repaired the wiring. John Deere Tiger mower, changed oil, filters, and grease. Truck 20, changed oil, filters, and grease, and painted a snowplow. Jeff Longstreth attended the flagger training class on the 23rd of this month at West Mead. And a big announcement, cleanup day is May 7th from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Hope everyone take advantage of that. Make the township look nice. And I'd like to wish everybody a happy Easter coming up. That's all I have.
Thank you. Any questions?
The crossing signs that were hit at the roundabout, was that hit?
No, actually, the wind is breaking the centers out of the signs.
Really?
Those are 4-foot diameter sign or 4-foot triangle signs.
Yeah.
And the wind's just working on something fierce. And this is like the third time we've had to work on that. Yeah.
Was there any kind of a reinforcement they could put on that, or?
Well,
Or is it just-
the guys got a little creative and took another old sign and pop rooted where the pole was enlarged, and we're gonna try that for now. So signs are around anywhere from $80 to $90 a sign.
Yeah.
Wow. But it's just they could have went with a 3-foot sign instead of a 4-foot sign.
There's a list on the things that they won't take the cleanup day, right?
Yes.
Now, is that on our website? too?
Yes, it's on the website. If there's any questions, people can also call in and we can help them. But ideally, they can check the website. I'll send it to Sean at the Tribune, and then hopefully they can maybe make the paper as well.
Yeah, I just hate to have somebody come and, oh, you mean they can't take that? You know,
And that's pretty much dictated by the trash company too.
Right.
You know, they
DEP
will,
and trash
we'll pretty much take what they'll take. You know?
Right.
But it's beyond our control, like tires.
right, I think
things
that
like
should be mentioned too.
Yeah. We do take the battery, we're still taking the batteries.
Batteries.
Yeah, a lot of places, like they won't take the batteries, but we'll take those. This goes up to people. Tires is a big one.
And any items for free on it.
Yeah.
Right, refrigerators and,
I will mention with tires, the COG is planning a tire cleanup day this fall. So the French Creek Council of Governments is looking into doing a tire cleanup day this fall.
good.
I think even with the Freon, you can take it down to Lincoln Metal and pay. They'll give you like so much for it and then take some off of it for the Freon. So instead of bringing it here, just take it to Lincoln Metal. Or check with them first, maybe I shouldn't say that.
Is there anything with electronics? 'Cause I know in the past, we kind of dodged around that.
We're not doing
No
electronics.
electronics.
It's just gotten too expensive. I mean, the price to get rid of one of those large TVs, you know, everybody drags the big old school big screen TVs out of their basement, brings it up here, and you know, it's a couple $100 to get rid of it. We just can't afford it. I mean,
Are they
fun-
closed down below here, S School?
Yeah, ECS and ours
I
no
heard
longer
that.
in business down there. Lincoln Metals will take TVs and
Right.
stuff like that. We just gotta pay for it. But yeah, unfortunately, the electronics, everybody has a flat screen TV, but the ones they're getting rid of aren't flat screens. So
I've got one I can barely move.
yeah,
If I'd like to on cleanup day, and actually I've kind of referred it to the chief more than anything, but one of the things I do get calls on, a lot of people that I see around the community kind of complain about, as the snow melts, all the junk in people's yards, and all the trash and all the stuff that's like laying out there that makes our community look terrible. One of the nicest things I like to tell you, bring it up here, we'll take it, it's free. You know, all you gotta do is, you know, don't be lazy. Let's pick it up, bring it up here and get rid of it. Let's get it out of our backyards, let's get it out of the side yards, and let's clean the community up. And our cleanup day is a fantastic time to do that. And the reason I'm asking the chief is if the guys are driving around, they have to see a lot of junk in people's yard. It's a really good time to remind people, hey, this date's the time, bring it up, we'll take it. That's all I have.
Anything else on road report? Okay, Thank you. Next, administration zoning report, Robert Morgan.
Good evening, Supervisors. Spring has sprung in Vernon Township, and we've been busy over the past few weeks with projects and prepping for our summer projects. I'd like to thank our residents for their patience as we complete the Community Development Block Grant Removal of Architectural Barriers project in the front of the building. I know it's been a busy time at the office with people coming in to pay their taxes, but it seems like everyone is adjusting to come in the rear of the building. Hopefully by the beginning of next month, we'll be using the front door again and enjoying those improvements. At this time, AMP Electric has completed the changeover of all electrical panel boxes in the building, and that project is nearly complete. Keeping with projects around the building, kind of going to be a little bit of a construction zone here lately. We've received the roof bids for a section of roof over the township offices. Although we saw an increase from last year when this section was bid as an option, the garage roofs, we had anticipated that and budgeted accordingly. Ideally, it's completed this year, but there was talk that this could be a spring of 2023 project just because of material. We had heard that in a pre-bid, but when we received the bids, we had heard that the installation is now available, so they're hoping to get it done this summer. Finally, 6 of the township offices are set to be painted later this month, with new floors to be completed after that. At Roach Park, PCE and myself have been working on getting the next CDBG project going, the repaving of the walking trail. We anticipate having bids for that project at the June meeting with construction set for late summer or fall of this year. It'll be a very nice improvement and much needed. Speaking of the parks, they've begun to be heavily utilized the past few weeks as the weather permits. Just wanted to reiterate to our residents that we'll be using temporary restrooms until Memorial Day, when we will open our permanent restroom facilities through the summer up until Labor Day. I hope everyone gets out and enjoys our recreational facility as the weather gets nicer. Finally, for zoning and planning, we're seeing a large uptick in commercial development. Receiving a lot of phone calls and emails, multiple conversations with a lot of different developers in several different locations on the Pontiac corridor. It's safe to say that kind of the slowdown that we saw with the pandemic has gone away, and there's definitely a lot of interest out there. So hopefully we'll see some good stuff soon. We received the land development for the Mod Wash car wash that you guys granted conditional use approval for last month. Anticipate that being before you for approval at either the May or June meeting, depending on how soon they can get their administrative complete letter for the NPDES permit from the County Conservation Office. Finally, echoing Dave's comments, cleanup day is May 7th. I urge everyone to utilize it. It's a great opportunity to get rid of your junk and clean up your property, and avoid me or Randy or one of the other officers sending a letter asking you to do so this summer. And with that, that's my report for the night.
All right, thank you, Rob. Any questions?
Have you heard anything on Starbucks? I was surprised.
Yeah, so the permits have been issued. I've talked to several different contractors. It is out for bid currently, so the property owner's seeking bids on that. I really anticipate seeing construction soon, so hopefully next month or so.
And the other thing I wanted to ask about Roach Park, are we caught up with the dead trees, taking them down? Because there were so many of them.
For now. I mean, there's some more dying trees, but at this time it's not a pressing need. Luckily, the power company, when they did some daylighting along the line that goes to the pump station there, and took care of some dead trees for us as well. But right now, around the trail, we're in pretty good shape, but we'll probably be back there. Unfortunately, the ash borer is killing a lot of trees. We have a lot of ash trees at that park, so we're going to be dealing with that off and on for the next couple of years, I think. Right now, we're good.
You mentioned PCE in your report. Was there anything, Ashley?
No, Ashley was out of town today. Just kind of wanted me to kind of cover what's going on out front. Things are going according to schedule. No real problems there. And like I said, we're working on that other stuff. We got the roof bids that came in. We're happy with those, as happy as we can be. And working on bids for the repaving of the Roach Park Trail. So,
all right,
busy with him.
Thank you. Anything else for Rob? Okay, thank you. Moving along. Solicitor report, Jeff Millen, Township Solicitor.
Good evening, everyone. Not much to report. It's nice to hear about the uptick in commercial development in the township, and I just wish everyone a happy Easter. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Questions for Jeff? Move along, new business, motion to approve the Community Development Block Grant first hearing for the 2022 project on May 5th at 6:15 PM.
So moved.
Motion,
Second.
second, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay. That'll be at our next meeting, before our next work session then. Motion to advertise township parcel located on Cutter Road, identified as tax ID parcel number 6506-031, for sale by sealed bids.
So moved.
Motion, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Great. Next, motion to approve resolution 2022-11, non-uniform employees' wage and salary. So moved.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Motion to amend the agenda to include the awarding of the municipal roof project.
So moved.
Motion, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. So a motion to award the municipal roof project to Alex Roofing at a cost of $110,200.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Okay. No old business. That brings us to our upcoming meetings. Be May 5th, 2022 will be our Community Development Block Grant hearing at 6:15 PM, followed by the work session at 6:30. And the work session will be followed by the monthly meeting at 7:30 PM. That's May 5th, 2022. So with that, we'll have supervisors' comments. Start with you today, Gary.
Well, I'd like to tell everybody that spring is finally maybe going to come and have a real nice Easter. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Dave?
Just wanted to mention, a good friend of mine passed away. He was a member of our water authority for years, a gentleman by the name of Mike Buzza. And Mike was a really good member of our water authority, been there for years and years. I go back as long as 1980. I used to work with Mike's wife at the city of Meadville when I used to work for the city. So I've known the family a long time. My condolences go out to Kathy and the children, and just wanted to tell everybody what a nice guy and what a great authority member Mike was, and we're all going to miss him.
True. Thank you, Dave. Fritz?
Just to ride along with what Dave said, and I mentioned it last month too, that Mike was a good friend. I've known Mike a lot of years. And, he will be missed, especially back in our neighborhood. We're neighbors. And then another reminder about cleanup day coming May 7th. That's always a great day to see what stuff people can bring in. I'm always amazed. Have a good Easter, and see you next month.
Great.
Well, basically, I think everybody covered it. I was going to reiterate about the cleanup day too, because by the time we preach about it at the next meeting, there's only 2 days notice, so everybody kind of mark your calendars that that is upcoming. That's a really good thing that the township does for the residents. And, everybody said, get everything cleaned up out of your yard, and with that, just have a good Easter, and that's all I have.
Thank you, Greg. I'd like to thank Armstrong Utilities for televising our meeting this evening, and the Meadville Tribune for being here to cover it also. With that, I'd like to have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you.